So, I wanted to play through this game. I played it a long time ago, then I just stopped playing it. And this game is really good. It's just, it has something in it that just kind of, I don't know, something about the setting and everything that bothers me. Like, it's not the horror aspect, and it's not like something bad where I can't play it. It's like, it makes me feel uneasy when I play this game. So, let's go ahead and first... Hopefully the sound isn't... Let's enable that. Because the Real D 3D... Oh, no wait. The Real D 3D is the fake. I thought it was the sound, but it's the actual, like, if you have 3D glasses on, you can play it. And I'll just see one more thing to make sure I remember so I don't press all sorts of things. Okay. Sprint, pick up, use. So, similar. Climb, drop item, throw item. Yeah, remember to use glow sticks and flares. And the mini-map, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and... Let's just make a new save. Yes. You'll see that pop up. I know it's blocking the screen, but essentially it's creating a new save, so it'll take a minute. So every time that menu pops up for me to save, it will go to the PlayStation screen. Now, I believe this is roguelike, where every time you play the game, it's slightly different. So, yeah. Find remnants of the past. Okay, I'm waiting for it to finish all the things. The phone will help you find your way. Use glow sticks to find clues. Yeah, you basically need light to look at certain things, and holy balls does this game get dark. When you see this icon, the PlayStation 4 is saving. Yeah, so it does have auto saves, which is nice. Some of them are a little far, but it's normally like an event happens, and then they give you the save point. So.
Ah, good, you've arrived. Sarah, focus. We haven't much time at all. They've been busy. They certainly have. Use that machine in your hand to find your way. There's much to see, much to learn.
Where am I?
It's been some time now. This place has been waiting for your arrival. Gather up everything you can. The memories contained within these walls are waiting to be found. Sarah, listen to me. You must succeed.
Oh no.
Although, I wish they'd update this game and give it some VR. Prisoner 52 seems to experience visions of shadow people. A doctor on site keep trying conventional therapies, but I believe we need to start thinking about new procedures that push what we've come up with to date.
Ah, Sarah, no matter where you go, there you are.
I don't know why it's giving me weird jauntiness. It's doing one of the loading phases. That's the only thing I don't like about this game is it has these weird jaunty loading phases. Where sometimes when you go downstairs or stuff, it reloads. Mid-Island Penitentiary hires new lead physician, February 5th, 1907. Mid-Island Penitentiary has recently announced the name of its new head physician, Dr. Walter Mercer, known as a leader in both smallpox and tuberculosis research. The city of New Kipling has expressed its excitement in having such a talented and passionate recruit on board, ready to do battle for the health of its citizens. I don't know why the game's being so fussy. Normally it's not this temperamental and skippy. It might just be the streaming. Some games really aren't built for streaming.
Use the light to find the answers. It will tell you where to look.
So basically you have a pack of almost infinite glow sticks, should you need them. But that's also because some puzzles literally cannot be solved unless you have a glow stick. Oh, picture of a dead cow, thanks.
We are but one thread, woven from the web of life. All things connect. All things are bound.
Mid-Island Hospital and Patient Record File. Date April 4th, 1988. Concerning patient 18. Run. That feels great. Yeah, so you'll see on the map there are X's for things you've found. And you can use this to zoom in and take a look. So that way, while you're walking, you can see it. And also your glow sticks don't deplete during that time, which are some pretty nice features. But it keeps the flow going in this game, since you can't really rely on much else to help you. Mid-Island Hospital Patient Record File. Date March 4th, 1988. Concerning patient 18. Patient, aged 10 months old, has been readmitted by her foster parents due to odd and frightening incidents that occurred shortly after she left the hospital.
Oh my god! No!
The memories will burn into your flesh. Don't let them see.
I know you're there.
Okay. Mid-Island Hospital Patient Record File. Date September 9th, 1987. Concerning patient 27C. Patient inexplicably died overnight. Body was discovered by the nurse in the morning in preparation for electroshock therapy. Body was transported to the morgue. Cremation scheduled for this evening. No kin to notify. Nothing in here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, things on my phone are getting screwed up. Well, let's wait for it to pass. It's still there. Because you do have a threat threat level at the bottom. So basically, we want to get those remnants Similar to the Slender Man-ish kind of things. But normally they just go and pass. There's some later that will, like, chase you. And things like that. I don't think they kill you. I think they just hurt you. But I don't remember off the top of my head. Stick. Okay. So don't like. Expect to see a lot of this. Now, there are, like, points of safety, like, if I go back to the beginning where the glow stick bag is, enemies will leave you alone. So, there's a lot of safe places you have to know to go to. Mid-Island Hospital patient record file, date April 9th, 1860, concerning patient 06B. The stuffed bear, whom patients refer to as her beloved, has been placed in quarantine. The doctor recommends incineration, as it has come in contact with the girl and might carry the disease. None of us had the heart to burn the stuffed animal, though. I guess only Miss Goodman isn't the only one with a place with a soft spot for the poor wretched little girl. Yeah. I thought there was a quick turnaround. History of New Kipling. The citizens of New Kipling begun performing spirit cleansing rituals on nearby Mid-Island in order to keep their town pure from the dark time. The little factual evidence has been discovered about the nature of these rituals, but after the cleansing took place, New Kipling announced that the city had been reborn. Good for it. There's remnants I'm missing. Come on.
They were there in flames, Sarah. Use it to your advantage. They will not harm you if you do.
Yeah. So yeah, if you use flares, some, not all, will go away. Also, the more remnants you have, and the longer you take, the higher your threat level goes up. Don't care, one remnant. Dr. Mercer. Nurse Foster has complained that orderly William Farish disappears for hours at a time during shifts, and when he finally shows up, his hands and the knees of his pants are dirty, as though he's been out digging in the dirt. When she asks him about it, he seems confused and asks where he can bathe. This is the 4th complaint in 2 weeks about Farish, and I thought the matter should be escalated to you, Percy. Fucking narc Percy.
I see it. They've revealed the sigil. Reclaim it and bring it to the gateway.
Mid-Island Hospital patient record file. Date February 24th, 1859. Concerning patient 12A. Patient suffers from a hoarding problem, frequently hiding items she can get her hands on. Patient has been observed clutching objects and mumbling to herself in nonsense phrases described by the staff as disturbing. Alright, so let's find the sigil. See. I thought I could scroll the map around. Red door. This should help the threat level go down just a little bit. Fortunately, we have a lot of ground to cover.
There.
Mid-Island Hospital patient record file. Date February 24th, 1859. Concerning patient 12A. Dr. Watkins recommends the removal of all possessions from the patient's room as a means of curing her fantasies. Patients become violent during extraction. She seemed particularly fixated on an old doll and cried for days after its removal.
What's that?
There's a sigil. Come on. Crap, do we need the item first? That's a sigil. I don't know why it's not open. Oh, I think I need to find said item for the sigil. Got a glow stick. That's locked. That's not what I wanted to close. Mid-Island Hospital patient record file, April 9th, 1860, concerning patient 06B. Eunice Goodman gave patient a stuffed bear as a toy without permission from patient's doctor. Miss Goodman has been thoroughly reprimanded and reassigned away from the children's ward until further notice.
Anybody there?
Ooh, threat level's at max. Normally, when the threat level's at max, something will come out of nowhere and smack the dog shit out of you. But then everything returns to normal for a little bit.
Hello?
Leave.
What the?
There it is.
It began with infection, a black veil of sickness, disease, and despair, sudden and swift.
What the hell? Can it be?
stuff. Thank you. Stop being nuts. Just for a little bit. Yeah, so things will change around you quite frequently. Or you'll be in different areas out of nowhere.
What was that?
There's the sound of you running to where you need to be going. Nope. There it is. Basically, glow sticks allow you to see. You can never have too many glow sticks, seriously. Basically allow you to see hidden objects or things of importance and have them marked on your map. Mid-Island Hospital. Attention all employees. Last night, at approximately 7 p.m., the power went off to this section of the facility. Due to unfortunate timing, we were unable to transfer a critical patient to the emergency department, and he passed away in transit. In the hallway behind the records room security door, to avoid this type of tragedy in the future, the hospital has decided that non-maintenance staff should be aware that the security door will not operate when the power is out. You must reset the breaker before using the door. Please familiarize yourself with the power switch's location within the records room stacks. Yeah. So now we need to go turn on the power to get the door working. Mid-Island Hospital. Attention all employees. We understand the difficulty that it is difficult to make it outside for your 10-minute breaks. Puh, 15-minute breaks, bitch. However, because the record room is large and has high ceilings, does not mean that you can move about and create a satellite break room for smoking. We have caught several staff members moving supply crates, stacking them precariously, and climbing over them to serve as a lookout. Be advised, this is not gym equipment. Climbing on crates of medical supplies will not be tolerated. Management. I'm getting in my vape now because it's gonna be a little bit before I can smoke again. Pick it up. Mid-Island Hospital Incident Report File. Date, May 1st, 1940. Concerning Mrs. Daniel's suicide. Miss Daniel was found dead in her staff quarters this morning. There was a suicide note indicating that she was extremely unhappy at work. In her personal life, personnel on site state that she died from rapid blood loss caused by self-inflicted lacerations on her wrists. Her body was found sitting in a wheelchair. Pending a police investigation, Miss Daniel's body was transported to the morgue. This is eerily similar to other instances.
Oh my God.
It's okay, calm yourself. New Kipling Herald, Mid-Island Ghosts from the Past, November 12, 1967. Mid-Island Hospital is one of the most locally influential and medically profound places in our city's history, yet few people know how important its presence has been. From treating smallpox in the 1850s to contributing to tuberculosis research in more recent years, the hospital has done much to benefit the citizens of New Kipling. Even its brief, if failed, attempt at reopening as a penitentiary helped to keep our citizens safe. Yeah, luckily I'm not looking at most of the events when they happen, so there's that. That's the only downfall of this game if you're really looking to get spooked, is that you kind of have to be moving slow and be looking only at primary objectives. Kipling citizens accused, crimes, 16-year-old girl, allowed to live, admits guilt, est condemned to hang, evil, hospita, opened to deal with spread of disease.
Stop! Stop!
So much pain and suffering. And from those who would seek only solace. What ails you, Sarah? Perhaps truth, really pure, never simple.
Mid-Island Hospital Incident Report File. Date March 3rd, 1938. Concerning patient 90D. While on nightly rounds, Nurse Moriarty noticed patient 90D standing in his room in an agitated state. The nurse claimed the man was beating his face against the mesh protecting the glass. She screamed for help, and by the time we arrived, the patient's face was completely covered in blood, and he was raving about faces in the dark. The patient was quickly subdued and taken out to the infirmary, where the attending physician reported that he would likely lose both eyes. Patient did not seem bothered by this. Recommend transfer to Dr. Mercer's care. Mid-Island Ghosts from the Past, November 12th, 1967. And then there is the hospital as it stands today, abandoned and referred to by the locals as Crow Island for its ominous bird population. The hospital and the island it sits on are now more synonymous with rumors about curses and hauntings. There's hardly a youth in New Kipling who does not entertain the rite of passage of sneaking into the abandoned building. And the stories they concoct about hearing voices, smelling cigar smoke, or even seeing women's shadows wandering the hallways have done little to preserve the reputation of this once life-saving pillar of our community. I forget if there is a crouch button. I don't think there is. I guess I have to figure out a way. Oh, I think it's circle. I think circle does the climb thing. Apparently not. There we go. Okay. Ah, like that. What the? Oh, I guess my wife's home. Mid-Island Hospital Incident Report File. Date March 27th, 1981. Concerning patient 90D. Psychiatric ward report. Patient have taken their pills and be settled in for the evening meals. Dyer refuses to check on patient 90D after the incident. He spat blood all over her and yelled some gibberish about casting a spell. Today is the first day of observing patient 90D. He seemed high-strung and ready to snap, except towards Patrice. She is oddly special to him. Alright. This is a box I can move. believe there was a ladder or something. If you follow this over. Maybe not. No, let go. There we go. Remember, you have to climb over. There we go.
Does being out of the dark make you feel better? Well, it shouldn't.
How supportive. Okay. So way there it is. Yeah, you can climb all the way up the ladder, but I don't think it does anything. Come on, get up there. Alright, so that's back. Alright, that's the second save point. I know a fair bit about this game because I've played it before. Spooky hospital picture.
Your blood is thicker than water.
Good to know. Bedpans. I think you can pick them up, can't you? Oh, no. Maybe I'm thinking of Outlast. But this was just weird, because it came out of nowhere and it was an Atlas horror game.
Anybody there?
Okay, I really need to turn this down, because I don't know why it's like turbo loud in my ear now. I saw someone down in the boiler room tonight. Bastard nearly made me jump out of my skin. Ran off before I could get a good look at them, though. Nobody but me and Adam should be down there, so it better not be one of the orderlies scoping out a spot to put the moves on one of the nurses. Just make sure people are doing their job and not screwing around in my boiler room, George. Investigate mode. I should probably... I don't know who was upset. I don't know if anybody else saw that. extra fuse. Oh, found a glow stick. So many little rooms. At least have a flare, just in case things get bad. Mid-Island Hospital Patient Record File. Date April 9th, 1860, concerning patient 06B. The stuffed bear, whom the patient refers to as her beloved, has been placed in quarantine. The doctor recommends incineration, as it has come in contact with the girl and might carry the disease. None of us had the heart to burn the stuffed animal, though I guess Miss Goodman... Ow. That's a repeat. That's weird. It's weird that they're repeating remnants. I mean, I know they're all set, so you just find them and essentially randomly. Whew. Get another one going.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. Come on. Wasting a flare.
I can barely see.
Okay, so the first thing we want to do... Oh no, I think we do have to go downstairs, upstairs. No thank you. I said no thank you. Yeah, flares are extremely limited. Ugh.
Oh my God, what was that?
Nothing here. What the? And the footprints are all gone. Right. Yeah. Yeah, they will possess you. These damn drawers full of glow sticks. Ah. Flare. Good. I will probably need that shortly. Just ignore it. You'll be fine. Or not. Okay. Okay, good. That one just was looking to scare me, not looking to kill me. Alright. So, we're almost done with the top floor. Let's do it quick. I hate how there's no quick way to... Yeah, I think I've pretty much gotten everything here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, another flare? Game. You shouldn't have. I don't know why that does. Oh, probably for glow sticks. But I'm full on glow sticks. Alright, is there a door this way? No, it's boarded. So then let's go downstairs. Because the threat level is steadily increasing, and I do not want to be up here when that happens. I thought there was a cabinet somewhere. Maybe the cabinet's downstairs. First aid. Flares. Isn't an air depot? I think it only carries 4. But there's something down here that's nasty, so we need a flare anyway. Oh, let's not mess with that. Okay. Does not look like the basement is open. So let's crack a glow stick. And basically running doesn't do much. Yeah, we've already read that. Yeah, new Kipling again. Another flare. Well, let's not go in there quite yet. Actually, we don't have anywhere else to go.
I know there's somebody.
Oh, okay. So this one's something different. Mid-Island Hospital Patient Record File, September 8th, 1937. Concerning patient 27C, patient is physically healthy but deteriorating mentally. He remains in his straitjacket under constant observation. Patient maze is never ending. Screams continue throughout all hours of day and night, ranging from low monotone chants to fevered high-pitched howls. Electroshock therapy has been scheduled for tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's the gentleman who committed suicide. There's the portal. Or the sigil. Okay. Yes. Mid-Island Hospital Patient Record File. Date August 23rd, 1937. Concerning patient 27C. Patient 27C suffers from an obsession with mazes. Compulsive behaviors have driven him to draw mazes all over his cell. Having run out of space, patient turned on himself, carving an elaborate maze into his own flesh, completely enveloping his chest, parts of his back, forearms, upper thighs, and even parts of his buttocks and genitals. Patient restrained via straitjacket and placed in solitary confinement.
Need the key.
Question is, what is that key?
What the?
They moved the afflicted to this place where you stand. They thought it would protect and lead them to grow. Then came corruption, persecution, and chaos.
Hello again, Sarah. It's so nice to see you.
Patient 9F admitted with burns over 60% of his body, skin graft underway. Patient is refusing treatment, talks constantly about visions, but we're proceeding anyway. Sometimes it's not about the patient, what the patient wants, but about doing whatever it takes to make them better.
Conflict cannot survive without our participation.
Save state. I was wondering why I was getting skippy. Root. What a lovely bathroom. Patient 13, such an ominous number. Hospital records indicate that this number is typically attributed to particularly troubled patients. Current case is no exception, given the nature of her birth. I foresee many institutions, bad decisions, and more in her future. Sometimes I'll find myself wondering if some people's inner turmoil is beyond any human help. So this map is unhelpful. There we go. That's much better. I do like how you can see it consistently. That's just one of those things that's just amazing. A very clever use. Cigar smoke.
You're full of so many surprises, Sarah. I was always fortunate in that regard. For our time together. On my way from home.
New Kipling Police Department Incident Report. Date October 25th, 1910. To Captain Alex Sr. Prisoner 203 was found dead in his cell tonight. He was found twisted up like a rat's nest. I don't know how he got that way or how he killed himself. All I know is I heard an ear-splitting scream from solitary. I ran down to see what was going on, and Baxter was already in a corner, puking his guts out. Bert looked white as a sheet. They haven't said anything about it yet. But what's going on here, Alec? In the past month, we've had 3 prisoners die on our watch. The officers are getting spooked out, and I'm starting to think something is really going on around here. Lieutenant Paul Ackerman. Well, you may be right. Jeez, they're overloading me with flares in this time around. Also, this is completely different from the past 2 times I've played it, in terms of map and... Okay. So this... Okay, there we go. It was just being goofy.
I know you're there.
Threat level's low, but I want to see. When she says, I know you're there, it means that there is actually something there. Okay, another incident report from October 20th, 1910, to Alec Sr. Prisoner 203 was refusing to stay quiet just before lights out tonight. He was screaming about some dark shadow coming for him or something or another. Crazy bastard has been putting the other inmates on edge. Decided to put him in the hole for a month. Baxter will keep an eye on him while he's down there. Lieutenant Paul Ackerman. He sounds like a wonderful guy. Okay, there's the signal.
Please.
Ah, fuck.
Burning with anger, they reflect your disdain.
It's so disorienting.
Oh, oh.
Okay. They're basically the same things the other one just says. He starts screaming, the light flickerings. The man ain't right, Paul. The other prisoners are pleading for me to send them back downstairs. I don't know what the hell to do with this guy. Officer Baxter Kelsey. New Kipling Herald. Turmoil at Mid-Island Penitentiary, May 5th, 1930. The Mid-Island Penitentiary has been experiencing an increasing amount of violence, according to investigation by city officials. Prisoners and guards alike seem to exhibit a higher than average level of violent occurrences, and the staff on site seem incapable of providing a reason why or a plan to solve the issue. Police Chief Sherman Wills announced that the department will move onto the island if necessary to keep the prison running smoothly. When asked about the rumor of inmate disappearances, often explained as escapees, Wills refused to comment. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Nope, get rid of it. Oh, balls. He did it again. He did it again. I knew that the guard was up to no good. When I received my food yesterday, I found a worm inside the mashed potatoes. Disgusting. I know it's that it's the guard, because when he hands the tray of food to me, he says, "Eat up, Buttercup," with this evil look in his eyes. I'll gouge his eyes out tomorrow. Oh, I don't have all the remnants. Fuck. I'm probably gonna die. I'm trying to avoid the shadows, but they're up my dick.
there anybody in there? I know there's somebody here.
Fine, I'll keep players list the whole time. Oh, shitballs. This is another dead end.
I know there's somebody here.
Oh. This bitch. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. Alright, so the question is, where on the map have I not been that probably has stuff? There's probably just one door I'm missing. Sometimes if you just stay still, they'll go away. I only have one flare left, and I really don't want to waste it here. Come on. Fuck it then. So where is this last remnant? Okay. Yeah, no choice. But yeah, the part that sucks is that you can actually get screwed in this game. I don't know where the last piece is. I'm certainly not going to beat it because it's roguelike, so it kind of changes every time you play it. Yeah. It says that you can't remember but seems familiar. So yeah. I will probably continue this in a moment, but let me just do this. Yeah, sewer, forest, prison, hospital. I've gotten just about all the hospital because I've played the hospital multiple times. Yeah, and the forest is the last. Basically, it's just 5 chapters, but there's 6 chapters technically. Yep. Hospital, prison, sewer, forest. No, 4. I thought there was a fifth one. Maybe it's not unlocked in this one. I don't know. But I am going to take a quick break, so I will be right back. And then I will decide whether I'm going to continue this, because essentially, uh, you keep doing it until you get like a right combination where you can find all the pieces without wasting all of your flares and everything else, because it starts you at the beginning of the event. So you basically have to go around, find all the remnants, get to the room, grab the right object, and take it to the sigil. That's basically the deal of this game. You just have to do that multiple times. But I will be right back. All right, sorry for the delay. My wife just came home early, so I wanted to make sure she was all right because she is gettingly sick. But let's continue on with this. I didn't know if I had to make soup or do something. So, either way, we can continue with this and try to beat it. Oh. Also, when I went upstairs, my heart was beating at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. This game, that fucking shadow has just come out of nowhere. And it gets worse as you go. So let's continue. Let's save those. Alright, September 26th, 1934. I don't know if we can accept any more inmates. It's gotten to the point where I have 4 inmates to a cell. Working the front desk, I see every single one come in, and each one... I'm not sure how much longer this penitentiary can operate at this capacity. Anyway, yeah. Okay. That was weird. Normally those have notes in them. She already coming after me? She is. Nope. Killed me before the flare could reach her. Yeah, so basically if you stare at ghosts long enough or they spot you for long enough, it will kill you. Alright. Incident report. Let's see. Okay. October 23rd, 1910. Alec Sr. Baxter reports that the lights down in solitary confinement are flickering and that some are turning off at times. I have sent a request to maintenance to look at it. Even in the hole, prisoner 203 is causing problems. He found him trying to gouge his eyes out. I had Baxter and a few night shift put him in a straitjacket for now. I will be calling the asylum tomorrow to have one of their people come to check him out. The man's just not right. He still insists that something is in the cell with him. Lieutenant Paul Ackerman. I don't know if this is flares or not. Okay, nothing down here. It's always disturbing when you see cell doors that have been removed and are propped up somewhere else. Okay, good. I figured that one had a glow stick. Usually the first one has a flare just to fuck you over. Damn, I have no threat level and this bitch is coming after me. Date. Mid-Island Penitentiary. Date February 16th, 1936. Concerning James Stryker's suspension. Officer Stryker has currently been suspended without pay until further notice. A form in the accusation of overly brutal punishments on prisoners and torture tactics is currently underway. Investigation can only be carried out in-house only. Public knowledge is to be minimum. wish I could at least get my glow stick back. The glow stick may be attracting her. Each ghost is a little bit different. So sometimes... Oh, fuck.
Burning with anger, they reflect your disdain.
Yeah, they will consume me, that's alright. Every single time it's like new. I like that it's inconsistent. Like, it's the right type of inconsistent. At least she's fucked off for a little bit. They love those old-fashioned wheelchairs. I find regular wheelchairs creepy enough.
Is there anybody in there?
Usually being quiet is a good way. Especially if you already know that there are ghosts in here. What the hell? That was weird. Oh, that's probably the previous glow stick I used. June 17th, 1931, concerning Bert Augustine's disappearance. His body was covered in maze-like cuts on his skin and tongue. His eyes were also missing. It's unclear whether this was self-inflicted or the work of another. When we pressed to investigate the tunnels, Dr. Mercer interceded and took command, leading a small team of guards he felt he could trust. For the sake of the victim's family, we've declared it a murder. Body slated for cremation before sending the remains off the island. Good, found a glow stick. Glow stick. Yeah, basically you won't be able to detect or search certain items unless you have a glow stick going. Well, I'm halfway done the remnants. Okay, attention staff, there's been a noticeable increase in prisoner violence, both amongst themselves and towards staff. In the future, all guards will be required to do their rounds in groups of 2 or more. Nurses will not be allowed to tend ill prisoners, except the infirmary. Absolutely no exceptions. July 17th, 1931, prisoner 48. Attempted escape by 2 prisoners. Guards intercepted the shot and shot the pair. Prisoner 48 in stable condition. The other died on the scene. Dr. Mercer to perform experimental treatment on patient's wounds. Okay, you're giving me a lot of flares here. I need one more remnant. I think there's one one up here. Seriously, bitch? There.
The sigil is here.
Alright. Mid-Island Penitentiary. Memo. Attention staff. Maintenance has conducted tests on the prison's electrical system. No indication of faulty wiring found. The main generator is also working in perfect order. If further issues persist, guards are recommended to take note and leave a message with the facility's secretary. Alright. There's a sigil, so where was... Leave it down here. Ugh, don't kick stuff at me. That's rude. There it is. Piss off.
I can't go on like this. Such brutality, corruption, and chaos.
The curse grew stronger as time went on, with each year further tightening its grip. They built steel cages to contain its resolve. Enslavement, isolation, reckless abandon. The city would burn with hatred and fear.
See a thing.
Alright. While the doc's methods are sometimes unconventional, I can't argue with the results. Not only have we helped advance science and save lives, but we've gotten several confessions out of these scumbags as well. The things people admit to doing are just sickening. I can't believe I ever doubted old Mercer. Yeah, that's a healthy attitude.
Guardians, reflecting our fears, creating the illusion of control. Even I can identify with that.
Come on. Gimme. There we go, thank you. Attention guards. By order of Dr. Mercer, guards are to remain outside of the infirmary at all times, unless otherwise notified. When dropping off prisoners or patients, guards may remain outside the infirmary doors, but are not allowed to enter unless specifically requested by Dr. Mercer. Any guard who does not comply will be terminated on the spot with no benefits.
Society's needs come before the individual's needs.
Thank you. That was uplifting. Since you're new to this part of the prison, I wanted to give you a heads up on how things work around here. Make sure guards are standing by when you open the doors after questioning. The doors themselves all trigger on the same electric switch. Cheap bastards, right? And don't worry about clunking sounds you hear in the pipes. There ain't no ghosts. It's just boilers being routed through this area. Expect to see maintenance down here every once in a while, messing with the valves and checking to make sure all the seals are intact. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Looking back on it now, I think we did remarkable work here. That said, the guards sometimes made the work easily accessible.
December 2nd, 1934. Inmates think that this penitentiary is some kind of joke. They think that since they're here, since there are so many inmates that we don't know how to keep them in line. And to be honest, that's not far from the truth. Not only have I been informed that we have less than 5 months until the place is shut down, I've also been told that we've reached full capacity. I hear some of the guards talking about not stopping the fights anymore and letting the prisoners solve our little overpopulation problem themselves. Ooh. Excuse me. I didn't even expect that to come out. I mean, I guess that's one way. Not the good way to do it, but it's a way. This won't open. That's all walled out. So did I miss anything in here? Alright, well it's time to do this. Hopefully I don't get attacked by a ghost right away. Anything we miss in here? No. Yeah. Can't move those boxes. Ah. Oh, I thought there was a ghost standing there. How about no? Yeah, I'd rather not be cooked by steam to death.
I know you're there. I can't take it.
Be alright, just have a panic attack, and everything will be okay.
Onward and upward, my dear. We have much to see, and so little time between us.
Okay, picture of 2 prison cells. And shackles. Well, nowhere to go but down.
Barely see.
And that means that the next chapter heading is technically up. Okay, Mid-Island Hospital Maintenance Report. Date September 8th, 1932. Employee Adam Peterson. Serviced sewer tunnels. After the cell block lost water pressure again, I was assigned to investigate the sewage tunnel. I brought my lamp and a map to the old pump room, and now that I've looked around, things are a lot worse than we originally thought. Several sewer pipes are busted and no longer draining properly. The wiring's been cut in several places, which is likely to cause electrical shorts in the building. And bricks dislodge themselves from the ceiling at random. It's not safe down here anymore. A complete overhaul's in order.
It can be difficult. Building house on a foundation of confusion, misery, and death.
Feels weird keeping a diary, but one of the newer docs on the island is recommending all of us guards do it to deal with a high-stress environment. But it sounds like a crock to me. But Mercer thought it would be a good idea. The hardest part about us, though, is finding a place I feel like I can write. I tried doing it in the break room, and the guys made fun of me. If I do it at home, my family makes fun of me, too. I figured Mercer wouldn't mind if I stepped down here into the tunnels for a bit of peace and quiet. Some of the guys complained about the smell, but I gotta admit, I find it kind of peaceful. It's nice to get away from all the screams. How absolutely charming. Yeah, the sewer's a little bit more calm than some of the other places. The prison, obviously, is aggressive.
Please, God, make it stop.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and you've managed to scorn them all.
Well, isn't this wonderful? February 5th, 1920, concerning death of Officer Dawson. Officer Dolphin was still alive. We found him at the docks while tying up a shipment. He emerged from the sewers, raving for all of us to leave the birds alone. We all heard stories about a crow man who feeds the damn birds, but I never thought so much of it. Dawson was the crow man. He came at us with a pike, and we had no choice but to put him down. He was shot 22 times before he dropped. When we tried to examine the body, he pushed us off and ran into the forest screaming about preparing for the return of 13, before finally collapsing dead. I gave the other officers the rest of the week off. Shit, there's the sigil. I guess it's halfway there. So, I have to say though, even though this game keeps at least it comes at you. We've been working for almost a year on these damn tunnels, but the last month has been particularly trying. I'm thankful for the fools that keep arriving by boat in search of a new life, but most of them seem too weak for this kind of work. The idiots love to talk and spread rumors, the kind of stories we tell each other as kids. But there ain't no goddamn boogeymen here, just a bunch of lazy people looking for handouts. If this is who's going to build our country, then I think it's time to move. I swear, the next one that complains about how dark it is, I'll drown myself. Let me get a few calm down puffs, and then we can continue. Wait to glow stick. The crows weren't hurting me. I understand now. We all serve. We all offer up the flesh for the return. I must find flesh for the birds. Flesh for the return. The crow. Be calm. Alright. So I entered through there. So it looks like there's something down at the bottom. Me. So I could go right and go up, or go all the way across. Let's go all the way across. There's usually not much up by that place. There's my glow stick I dropped. Yeah, you can normally walk around like it's no problem. But I hear that ghost sound. It's the last one. Fuck! Woo! Fuck you.
They presented the sigil. Claim it.
Alright. September 14th, 1932. Employee Adam Pearson. Just pipe leaks, sewer. With the funds available, I managed to hire 2 temporary workers to come down and tackle other public relevant. However, retaining those employees is proving to be a problem. I don't speak much of their language, but they keep saying something about the flashing light in the face. I have no idea what they're talking about. I'll admit though, those stories of wandering shadows do feel a bit more real down here.
God, please.
That's the sigil. Where the fuck's the sigil room? More left. Oh, I think I know what it is. Maybe I can sneak? I do appreciate is essentially sneaking in this. fine, this is a background sound. Thought it was up here. That's the actual lock. So now we just need to find the key. Oh, I don't like that I only have one flare left, so I'm gonna need to run around with like a chicken with its head cut off. Ah!
What the hell is this?
There's the bird.
Oh God, no.
They never forgave those who persecuted them so. 400 years of rage, Sarah. 400 years of rage.
Just walk. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Sometimes we build too many walls and not enough bridges. But these walls allowed for more delicate work. Work without interruption, focused and precise.
The more I keep at this diary business, the more I like it. I took to wandering the tunnels a bit and found the old pump room. I'd heard they wanted to treat this sewage on the island here, turn it into drinking water or something. I guess it never really got that far off the ground. Still, it's my good fortune. Now I have got this nice little private office with a desk that I can use when Mercer isn't using it. It's almost like my own personal little fortress. Okay, finisher loading. By the way, the water effects are outstanding in this. Like, look at that. That looked really good. Even though you can see the seam line, like from there, you could mistake that for water. Yeah, there's a lock, a drain lock, or a sluice ice. Some people call it a sluice C, which is wrong. Mercer told me I couldn't come to my office anymore. He says there's too much work to do for me to come down here whenever I want. I tried to explain to him that I need this place, that it helps me deal with the stress. What does he care, though? I can't write anywhere else. This is the only place where I feel like I can hear the real things inside my head. I might want to get that checked, guy. Also... Now I feel... It's odd. I'm never lonely down here. It feels like I'm with my mother, but she died years ago. There's some sort of presence here, and I can't give that up. I think this is where I belong. I think you need some help.
Given time, one can conceive the unconceivable.
One of the new guards went missing. We don't typically come down here, but Mercer asked us to find him before he gets in the way of the work he's doing. I hope the kid's okay. Mid-Island Hospital Maintenance Report, October 18th, 1932. Employee Adam Peterson. Surfaced. Reset power to the bridge. We almost lost the bridge the other day after heavy rain. Remember that when you get additional fluids running through here, we must raise the bridge. It's the only way out of here. If the power cuts out again, it must be reset in order for the bridge to operate. All pump room staff needs to be familiarized with this process. We wouldn't want anyone getting stuck and missing the ferry off the island. We found him. We all knew he was upset about some of the other guards were treating him, but Docs told us the diary was helping him. I read through it for a suicide note, but his last entry doesn't make any sense. I transcribed it here for clarity, and we're going to pass it on to the police in case it's some kind of code. 1313, 1313, 1313, so on, so on, so on. So yeah. Doc, I did what you asked. Patient 13's records were destroyed, and we burnt everything that she ever wore, used, or created in the sewer furnace. How did you know about the old furnace down in the tunnels? Doesn't look like anyone's been there in decades. Oh, that was a pipe. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm dying.
Putting the pieces together, discovering how they fit.
Yeah, that's like world. Although I rarely do it with Monster. I always do that with Hawaiian Punch. I hate Hawaiian Punch.
Quiet. So quiet. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed. And I got it too. Oh, I got it all right. Now you're here. You and me.
The thing about disembodied voices that adds that extra creep factor. Okay. So there's just a wall here. A wall that I do not think is supposed to be here. And I'm wasting glow sticks. And the passage behind me is blocked. Well, isn't that special? Hey, that's not creepy at all.
So fit are you, Sarah? Going to try to swim for it? You're a healthy little thing. I bet you could make it. You're so close.
Well, now that we've started the beginning of Legend of Grimrock 2... No, just kidding. This... I still think there isn't it, though. Yeah, you can't swim for it, you just dive. Should be a weird loading phase up here. December 1st, 1985. Gentlemen, while some parts of the hospital will need much more TLC than others. Okay. Are you done with the steam whistle? I'm confident that we can break ground on the hospice within the year. Just outside the hospital building lies a wood that's got everything we want. History, character, and a beauty that words simply can't do justice. While the rumors about a crow problem are true, I'm confident that we can remediate it over the next few months. If it's still completed in the next 2 years, I think we can capitalize on the increasingly wealthy citizens of the city, providing them with a gorgeous place to live out their golden years and pass on in peace. Sincerely, Tom Miller, Esquire. Hey, come to the haunted, bird-covered island. I don't know why it's not letting me use it. Okay.
And yet, it is all fear that makes us feel our humanity, corrupting us with each delicate thread.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not using. Well. I don't really want to waste a flare, because I believe that's oil. I think I might need to. Even though it's loud as hell, GNC Investments, date May 19, 1986, concerning Jason Bertelli. Employee believed to have survived the fall but died afterwards from injuries, unexplained loss of eyes, though some believe this could have happened in the fall. Doctors want to perform an autopsy, but ruling this one an accident and moving on. Family of deceased has been notified. No. Guess again. Guess again. Guess again. Come on. Climb up there. Get your butt up there, lady. Yeah, you're gonna hear this a lot. Charter boat catches fire. June 16th, 1939. Tragedy once again strikes New Kipling. This time as Compass Lily caught fire while rounding the coast of Mid-Island. 1,340 and only 332 have since been confirmed alive. The survivors were rushed to Mid-Island Hospital and given immediate care. Aha. May 26, 1986, concerning unexplained occurrences on job site. Numerous complaints that workers have been seeing things. When asked to elaborate, some have said they see people out of the corner of their eye, only to turn and nothing is there. A general sense of dread and of being watched seems to be affecting all workers. The highest volume of complaints comes from the night shift, which has gone so far as to state seeing actual people within the construction area. Well, it's good to know there's only 1,000 ghosts out here. Only. Alright, charter boat catches fire June 16th, 1939. According to official investigation, it is believed that the accident was caused by a problem in the engine room. It has also been discovered that all safety protocols were incredibly substandard, and rumors around that the boat's chief engineer was mentally Alright. Was mentally unstable. The company that owned the facility stated that they are deeply sorry for what has happened and has promised that we will use state-of-the-art safety procedures from now on. Thank you. All I wanted to do.
There's no escaping fate.
I think there is. I think it's time to just swim it. It's really... I mean, you're probably swimming like 2 miles. Could be more depending on the height of the building. They don't look too tall. So I'd say that front one is probably like a 12-story, 15-story building. So, yeah, I mean, you're looking at about 2 miles, 3 miles. I mean, that's a brief swim. If you take your pants off, inflate them, and put them around your shoulders, you could probably make it there easily, even with rests. Unless there's a heavy undertow. New Kipling Police Department Incident Report, date March 7th, 1933. The reports keep pouring in from anonymous locals concerning bodies washing up on shore. Usually these reports are accompanied by witnesses stating the deceased are wearing prison uniforms consistent with those on the prison on Mid-Island. Each time we drive to the scene, though the bodies are mysteriously gone. The only thing we ever see is a bunch of crows. And now we're putting these calls on low priority standing. It's probably just some kids pulling pranks. Yeah, but seriously, I'd take one of these, rip the top off of it, even if I broke all my fingers, kick it into the ocean, use the top as a paddle, and use the box to float all the way across, or at least as much as I could, and then do like hard swimming the rest of the way. It's been a long week, and it's not getting any shorter. Everyone's been working extra long hours since the ferry crash. Nobody knows what to say to each other anymore. My sister died on that boat, but if you don't see me slowing down because of it. These patients need us, even the ones who can't muster more than a blank stare into space, even the ones who can't stop reliving the nightmare of watching their friends and loved ones drown because of a match. We all do what we can. We all do because we must. Nurse Elizabeth Daniels. Well, let's go to the forest, even though...
To the edge of the miraculous.
Yeah, you say that now. So yeah, welcome to the Slender Man portion of the game. I hate the forest.
The exit, the end. Where is it, Sarah?
Well, let's do the stupid thing. Where is it? Fuck it. I shouldn't have wasted my glow stick.
Do you feel it nearby? Feel it inside?
At least there's only 5 remnants out here. But that doesn't mean it's any less suck. And I have no flares. So once the threat level goes up, it's going to be a bad time. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, it looks like there's something back there. I don't like that.
Slipping away. Losing your way.
I really don't want to get the red letters.
What happened to the girl? Is she still in that dark place?
Cute Ring reference. Joe, some of the guys are pissed. Every morning something goes missing from the night before. On top of that, we're already way over budget. We keep having accidents. It's like someone keeps undoing the work we're doing overnight. Some are asking for their money and plan to walk off the job. What would you like to do to... What would you like me to do? Hire scabs? Brian. Well, Brian was not very smart. Pick it up. New Kipling Herald. Accidents and rumors plague Mid-Island Hospice Project. January 7th, 1987. G&C Investment Corp stock price plunged 30% yesterday amidst damaging rumors connected to the already troubled construction project. According to an anonymous source within the company, several graves were found on site, thought to be over 300 years old. Though the contents of the graves is yet unknown, the same anonymous source speculated about the possibility that the graves are Native American. Archaeological relics, if true, this could no doubt push back the construction or halt it altogether. This isn't so much a forest as in a place that I don't want to be.
This way, that way, this way, that way.
How about no? Oh, good, I found a flare. It says there's something here. Oh. That's what's here. Let's be dumb. Okay, there's nothing here. Get off me, small brush. Oh shit. Keep walking. Hopefully... Nope. Nope.
So close, and yet so far.
Oh, fuck off.
In time we hate that which we fear.
Okay, so I found the exit. Now I need the key. And 3 more remnants. Ah. Soil tests lead to brand new disaster and loss of life, August 28th, 1987. During the soil test for Mid-Island to investigate the practices of G&C Investments, an accident with the equipment caused worker Wilson Warner to be crushed to death. There has been at least one other known serious injury, but the details have not been released. Local police department is investigating, and we are still waiting for a comment from G&C Investments. Alright, so have the exit, must find... Okay, I think it's gone away for the moment. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. There's nobody here. Please go away.
Almost out of the rabbit hole now.
No, I'm not. 2 more. Okay, Ghost, you can fuck off now. There's nobody here. Nobody behind this tree. Yes. Go away. Shh. Be silent. Be a ghost that's not near me. All is calm and peaceful. Nothing here. This ghost is really not fucking off. But it also may be because I'm near the exit. Or not. Or the ghost is right behind me. Oh god. No. Not looking at you. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. How about we stop with this? I really don't want to look behind me. Also, I really don't know where I should go. Please stop. No, ghost. No. I might as well die at this point. I have no flares left. Nothing. Let's just... Whee! Run away. Run away in terror. It's actually kind of working. No it's not. It's making it worse. Shit, that's the beginning. And of course the beginning's blocked off, that's the rules. Well, that was weird. All the treetops disappeared for a second. What is this, Unity? No. How about no? Oh wait, there's a building over here.
Life is but a butterfly's dream.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to live out the butterfly dream just a little bit longer. Fuck. Gimme! Alright. Mid-Island Hospital reopening. January 11th, 1986. New Kipling now partnered with E&C Investments Corp. to renovate Mid-Island and eventually establish a hospice care facility. Due to GNC's generosity, of Mid-Island Hospital have now been renovated and reopened. Once the hospice has been completed, hospital staff will be moved over, and the old Mid-Island Hospital will be torn down. The town of New Kipling is excited for the opportunity to revitalize and rebuild a staple of the city's history. A part that I don't want to become. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in there. This place normally only has like one objective thing per area. Is there really? I mean, well, there was the one thing up there, but... What is with the circle? The flare. Anything useful around here? There, tree. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought the moon moved. I was getting confused. Alright, let's do this. Let's give him... Okay, so it looks like there's a building over to the right that I haven't been to, or something over to the right. God, I love this map. Nope, piss off. Go away. Nobody's here. Stop. Leave me alone. No touchy. No touchy. Fuck, where is it? Somewhere around here. There it is. Yes!
Look around and choose your own ground.
Graveyard, I feel so much better now. Brian, We had to temporarily suspend excavating the foundation for the new hospital add-on site. One of the workers discovered human remains inside a pine box while digging. We haven't told anyone at the hospital yet, and we've asked the team to keep this to themselves while we determine how to proceed. The body itself looks really, really old, so I don't think we'll need to alert anyone if we don't have to, especially with the growing concern over the unfortunate accidents we've had. Joe.
It's here.
Oh, I don't care if it's here, it's time to go. How about no?
What the?
Alright. The doll? Anything? No. Time to go. Let's heal up a little bit. Get away. This ghost is angry. What the? Why is there an extra note? Grab it. Okay. April 4th, 1986, concerning Jesse Francis. Mr. Francis fell into a trench we had just poured cement into. He's alive and has been moved to the Mid-Island Hospital emergency to have his lungs checked for inhalation. His replacement is scheduled to come tomorrow. Recommending guards be posted, as this is the third such incident where someone inexplicably fell. Starting to suspect someone is pushing them. Please let me grab an item. Oh shit, there's another letter in here. Attention all foremen, please notify workers that there will be a soil quality assessment starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Please pick 2 to 3 of your regular men to assist. All other workers should be away from the construction site and clocked out until the following morning. If you have any questions, please call the main office. Thank you. GNC Investments. Ah, good. Thank you.
There is no escape. I can see that now.
Even the rich fell prey to the 12. Affluence would offer no protection from them. Some would say they suffered the most. Exposure, disaster. The flames rose up on their lavish display.
God, that doll is fucking creepy. How about no? There has to be an exit. They can't be fucking with me this late in the game. I don't remember, truthfully. I remember getting to the forest, but I don't think I ever even got... I think I grabbed the doll and died. Yes! Yes! In your face, scary doll. Attention all employees. It is the company's decision to abandon the Mid-Island Hospice building project. Stop all construction immediately. Any additional work done by the crew will not be sanctioned by GNC Investments and will void all contracts. Current workers are to be paid out to the end of the month. If you have any, please call. Investments abandons hospice project April 18th, 1987. When asked about the abandoned project, locals responded positively. 65-year-old Gladys Stonesound said, "Ever since those men came here to mess with Crow Island, I knew it had to be trouble. Our town has a certain understanding about leaving that place alone." Gladys is not alone in her opinion, as the Group for Crow Island Preservation celebrated the news. Founder of the group, Jennifer Flocure, stated that she would be throwing a party now that the intruders have left. Either way, New Kipling citizens can expect no more tragedies to come from the island.
Careful. They become more impatient, looking for ways to tempt you.
Okay, whatever that is, it's killing me. Oh, is it the water?
Do you see? See what they're doing? Sarah, do not again fall into the blackness.
Well, that's mean. Don't want to be here. Oh, I almost fell off the edge. No thanks. Joe. During further excavation of the main building basement, 12 graves have been uncovered. This has not been verified. Ground sonar has been brought in, and something is down. Definitely down there. That's weird. The guys and I have planned on digging them up tonight and check them out. I'll keep this on the down low until we find out what it is. Probably a damn Indian burial ground or some crap like that. Going to push construction back for months. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's small enough that we can just forget it's there. Yeah, how about don't do that? Well, that isn't good. Hey, I just want to leave. Like, you don't have to be dicks about it. Oh no. Oh no.
The ache for home lives in all of us.
You know,
Round and round. Never finding the end, never seeing the beginning.
skip that door for the moment. Man, glow sticks do not last as long as I would like. I do like that you can just see the outlines of doors. Okay, well, I need something in here. I didn't see a button. That wall panel looks suspicious.
Hello there, team.
April 4th, 1988. Concerning patient 13. I fear patient 13, born on the premises July 7th, 1987, has a rough future ahead of her. After her mother died giving birth, complications with rapid blood loss and a concoction of narcotics present in her system. We've tried everything we can think of. Find her a foster family. She's the sweetest baby imaginable, and most of the nurses give her extra attention. Shortly after she arrived, we did a search for any family in the area, but our investigation led us to a curious direction. The name Gwyn apparently has a long and checkered history here. The oldest accounts go back to the legends of the 13 witches who were supposedly killed right here on Mid-Island. The surviving Gwyns were apparently run out of town thereafter. I doubt there's a connection. But some of the more superstitious staff can't help but marvel at the coincidence of the number 13. While 13 doesn't suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome, she does suffer from periodic blackouts. Some of the doctors on site believe it could be narcolepsy, but I'm not convinced, due to the other issues. 13 sometimes stares off into space for hours at a time. She never cries for food. She vacillates between being exuberant and catatonic. How will we ever find her a home? Her first foster family brought her back, citing odd behavior and objects in her room mysteriously relocating overnight. Some of the nurses say her mother cast a curse on her, but I believe she was just speaking nonsense before her death. There's no doubt that 13 is special. I wish that I could take her myself as we prepare to shut down. I will confess that I will miss you, Sarah Gwyn. May God help you grow into the lady we all know you can be, and not the product of your legacy.
Let's begin. You remember, don't you? Your poor mother screamed in pain, gasping as she brought you here. All that time spent hiding, trying to protect you, failing to protect herself. All that time sick and wandering, only to be brought back here to die. How her heart sank when they wheeled her in, knowing in spite of it all they'd find you again. You're quite lucky, you know. Despite having ended her life, she loved you, Sarah. She really did. The last thing she did protected you, cast you in light. And yet the darkness, you know, the blackouts, the blackness, so thick you can hardly see. It kept them from you, Sarah. It kept you being you, even when you didn't know who you really were.
Sarah, we're ready for you now.
So, good little game. It's nice because each time you play it, it's slightly different. Not so much the story, but the maps change just slightly, because they're all very roguelike. It's short, but there's a lot of like hidden things you can get or pieces you can miss. Just like although it's strange for an early Unreal 4 engine game. But yeah, so all the symbols you pick up from the ghosts as you go along are the 13 symbols. But yeah, I mean, I liked all the little things in it, and I thought it was interesting for a horror game. And this one certainly has some weird things, because every time I played it, it's what you have to do is completely different. But it's a shame that this game didn't get as much attention as I thought it would. I maybe only know like 2 people who've ever played it. They even offered it for free on PSN, and people didn't download it, which is weird. But it also has some interesting things, like she'll yell or say things, but they're not always 100% true. Yeah, that's enough of that. So, like, she'll say, I know someone's here, but there really isn't anyone there. Sometimes she'll get spooked by things that don't happen. And every time you do the teleport to a place, sometimes it takes you to the same place, but sometimes it takes you to different places. But yeah, the map layouts change. The other one, I had to go to the basement and reset breakers and like all this nonsense. And it was just crazy. But this one, for some reason, was really direct. But either way, that's the end of this. So I will continue with another game, probably in about an hour. I need a little quick hour break, and then we can start again, because I'm pretty much doing non-stop Halloween. So that's all for Let's Play Daylight with me, Morak Dias. See you later.